show. It's going to happen at the Agora. Mushroom Head with Half-Raised Heathens and Bittersweet Revenge, a couple of local bands. Back at the Agora on Saturday night, October the 29th. The Santora clan is going to be there, and you can be there too. Tickets, info, everything at agoracleveland.com. Get these by being caller number 10. Good luck. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
He's been called a waste of space before, but now it's official. Alan Cox.
To occupy the city.
On 100.7 WMMS.
AlanCoxShow.com and watch live there if you want. Guardians tonight, 7:37 in the Bronx. First game against the Yankees tonight. So I guess 7:07, if history is any guide. Shortly after 7's when your pregame coverage with Rosie and Hammy and the whole Hee Haw gang will begin live from Yankees Stadium. And remember, you can use the promo code SPOOKY all this month for 20% off whatever you want to buy at CLE Clothing Company. Do it in one of their stores. You can do it online. Just use SPOOKY. Get yourself some geish. Taking off the top. Hey, Rube Star.
Alan, I have a bunch of questions for you, but instead of me asking them, I'm just going to put duct tape over my mouth and give the phone to my girlfriend, Silver Moon. Here she is.
It's been an embarrassment of riches around here. This, feast or famine with Rube Star. For a long time, didn't hear a peep from him, and then all of a sudden, he's high on life and calling us.
Hi, Alan.
Oh, boy. Hi, who's this?
Silver Moon.
Oh, hi. What's going on?
Bill has several questions for you.
Yeah.
Who?
Who?
The Roo has several questions for you, but I only have one question for you.
I have one question for you.
Okay, go ahead.
Why him?
He is an authentic person.
That's a little vague.
We're
all authentic people. You're authentic. I'm authentic. Everyone's authentic. Is he raw authentic? Is that what you're trying to get at? Does he have a certain je ne sais quoi? Does he have a je ne sais quoi that you... How long have you been with Rube Star?
I've known him for 12 years.
Well, how long have you been with him?
We've been on and off for 12 years.
On and off. Has it been more off than on?
Yes.
Yeah.
It has.
So what got you back on? Was it his animal magnetism? Was it his unbridled charisma? Was it his turn of phrase?
Yeah, I mean, he's a good guy. He really is. He has a lot of research that he does, so he likes to, bring
what the hell does that have to do with any research?
Sounds like you guys are just really in love.
Anyway, I've taken up too much of your time. What's your question?
So my question to you, could you explain to me what the Gathering of the Juggalos is?
Are you familiar with the Insane Clown Posse, the band?
No.
You're not. Well, there's a band that's a long-time band out of Detroit, and they're called the Insane Clown Posse, and their fans are called Juggalos. And they paint their face in clown makeup, and they have a huge festival, a multi-stage, 2-3 dozen act festival every year, usually in Nowheresville, Ohio. They have to put it far enough out where they're not near any civilized areas. And it's called the Gathering of the Juggalos. In shorthand, the Gathering. And people who are in Juggalo Nation there, they know what you're talking about.
Okay.
But I imagine Rube Star, I imagine Rube Star could have probably gotten you hip to all that.
Yeah, they played at Nelson Ledges.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, the Roo would like to ask Bill some questions.
Okay, she ripped the tape off of my mouth.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So I have a question for Bill, if that's okay, or do you want to talk to her or hang up on me?
I swear to God, when she started talking, I thought it was him doing a voice. I
she's
swear to
right
God,
here.
I thought he was doing a bit. It's a real. You've got a real live woman in there.
She's an authentic person.
Yeah. He takes the tape off his mouth and puts it back on hers and throws her in a steamer trunk where she belongs. Yes. Oh, boy. Are we witness to domestic violence? It's been a dozen years, guys. I'm sure you can work it out.
Silver, talk to him. He thinks I'm making up your voice. Talk to him.
No, I know that you're not now. Rube Star, what
Okay,
do you
she
want to
don't
say?
wanna talk
Yeah, I
now.
gotcha. Well, she seems
I
very
was gonna
nice.
ask Bill. Okay, Bill. I need an agent for a friend. Any advice?
An agent?
What? For a friend? What kind
Yeah,
of agent and what kind of friend?
I've never had anybody in the business reach out to me in that way, so you're asking the wrong person. I got no
I'm sorry, you
agent.
don't
I
have
got
an
no.
agent?
No. No, I
Okay,
didn't.
you
I don't
can
have
do
an
it all without
agent.
an agent?
Yeah, I've
An
never
agent
had
for what?
I'm trying to get my friend an audition in 1 year. He's all nervous and freaked out about it. He said he doesn't have an agent. I said, I'll call Bill and ask him what
Yeah.
to do about the agent.
Your friend sounds like a real go-getter. He's really going to make it in this
Now,
business.
he's kind of
If he's got
he's
the
kinda
audition,
lost,
he's
actually.
on his way.
He don't even know if he wants to do it. It's all my idea. He's going crazy. I'm
Rube Star,
driving crazy now.
Rube Star, I can't believe that this is the first time you've called and haven't brought up Saturday Night Live when today, 47 years ago today, was the premiere of Saturday Night Live. I would have thought you would have been all over that.
Yeah, well, let me tell you what I'm all over. I'm all over getting Dan Harmon and Chevy Chase on Saturday Night Live in 1 year from today. I'm also working on getting Theo Von and Kid Rock to perform on Saturday Night Live after that.
Yeah. Well,
What
no
are you-
good.
what are you working on?
I bet if you get your friend an agent, they can probably help you work
Sherry,
on
talk
that.
To him. I don't want to talk to him. Talk to him, will you? He keeps talking to me now.
Thank you, pal. His girl Silver Moon, was that what her
Yeah,
name
Silver
was?
Moon, yeah.
Well, she sounds very sweet.
Very
I mean, he does have a lot of research
Very
to do, as
yin
she
and
said.
yang.
Yes, a lot of. Well, he's very nice, and he does a lot of research.
A lot of research.
Yeah, that is probably the most romantic thing I've heard in a long, long time. Well, he researched my heart, and he showed all of his work, and the
full bibliography.
That's right, the full appendix.
Yeah.
They say that the appendix is
Cited
useless,
sources.
but in my case, not so much. My heart was peer-reviewed by Rube Star. Caitlin in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. What's going on, Caitlin?
Hi, Alan.
Hi.
I'm a first-time caller.
Hey, thanks. Where do you live in Pittsburgh? I lived there for many years.
I live in Lawrenceville.
Larryville,
house
okay.
there.
That used to be a real hole. Now it's all gentrified and awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what everybody tells me.
Yeah.
I've been living there for about 3 years.
There you
so
go. It was bombed
really
out when I was
enjoying
living
it.
there. Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, so I'm calling. I'm a podcast listener, so a few days behind. And I was listening to your story about the rat at the restaurant.
Yeah.
And living in the city of Pittsburgh, I see my fair share of rats. And my best rat experience is I got home, I parked in my driveway, and before I walk in, I have to walk past my 2 little trash cans, and I hear something rustle. And I'm like, oh, gosh, please be a squirrel, please be a squirrel. And I walk up to it, and I peer into the open trash can, and there's a rat giving birth on top of my garbage bag.
You got to witness the miracle of life, the so-called miracle of life, Caitlin. Right there in the alley behind your house. Did she have her legs up? Were there like
Yeah.
tiny like rat midwives trying to help her through the whole thing, or?
You know, I was holding in the urge to vomit. So after seeing the wet little ratatouille sitting there, I kind of ran away.
Oh, I see. Caitlin's out there. She's all disgusted by nature. Oh, I don't want to be around nature. I live in the city. I moved to the city to get away from nature. I don't want to see it happening behind a garbage can. Oh, boy. You know, Pittsburgh has changed a lot since I lived there. When I lived in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, we were proud when rodentia was reproducing in our midst. I'd wrap a pregnant raccoon in a terrible towel, and I would take it over
you did.
take it over to the nearest veterinarian, and I'd give it a yoy and double yoy. That's what I would do. All right, but you didn't get bit or anything, right, Caitlin? I wouldn't want that to happen.
No. We called animal control because we didn't know what to do, and they said, well, there's not much we can do other than kick it over, and so that's what they did. And then a few days later, the little baby was still living there, so I expect him to start paying rent by now.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, as long as you didn't get hurt.
No, I'm
or
good.
bit, or yeah, right. Okay, thank you, Caitlin. Caitlin in Pittsburgh.
Oh, please stop.
Please stop what? Is that triggering, that sound? Yeah,
Grow
anybody who's ever lived in an awful apartment, we know that sound.
Or a hoarder house.
Or a hoarder house. Did you have rats and mice in
the
your hoarder
Philippines.
house? In the Philippines, yeah. Bill trumps everybody. They were
I
putting
don't
them on
know,
spits and cooking them.
The hoarder house is pretty bad.
You had the rice field rat out there, those Southeast Asian rats.
I remember one time we were helping out at a school, and we were cleaning out this, it was just like a shed, basically. And there was a bunch of rats in there, and one of them was running out, and this other missionary was terrified of rats, but he was this Samoan guy. And he wasn't like a tall one, but he was real stocky, like kind of jacked. I think he was a rugby player.
Mm-hmm.
And he had an empty 5-gallon jug that he was using as a weapon, and he smacked this rat with the jug, and it pulverized it. Like, all of its insides came shooting out of it.
Well, sure.
And it was terrifying.
Vaporize that rat. Oh, my goodness. Oh.
And then he goes, "Is it dead?" I'm like, "Yeah, but it's dead."
Yeah.
What if it wasn't?
It's crawling away like Schwarzenegger in the Terminator, just the upper half of its body. And
it was because the brains came out the mouth. Like it was flat.
Sure.
And he's like, "Is it dead?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, it's dead. You got it."
Dude, when there are like spiders where you can hear them move like across the floor, that's too damn big. Like when you actually smush it, and you can hear a crunch.
The crunch, yeah, it's satisfying.
No, but that just goes to show you that there was too much body there to begin with.
I like spiders, so I don't crush them. I grab them and I throw them outside.
Why do you like spiders?
Because I think they're majestic. I don't share that.
Eat bugs.
I don't share that fear of the arachnid that everybody else.
I don't. I just got a lot of them,
They're so
I have to
ugly.
do some spider control just because there's so many on my building. But I don't. Generally, I don't kill them, but sometimes you got to.
Mm-hmm.
I
Do
like
what you gotta do.
looking at them from like my apartment in Rocky River. They would nest in the corners of the windows. So because they're outside, I like to watching them like eat bugs and stuff.
Mhm.
But when they are in
Bill's
my
got
house,
them up on the 9th floor probably.
when they're in my house, it is a much
yeah.
different story.
Lots and lots.
We get wolf spiders.
Yeah,
Because
those are gross too.
we're not far from the woods where we live and like the metro parks, and it's they're so hairy and like their stupid little legs.
Like a wolf.
Stupid little legs.
Ugh.
Alan, you're talking about the Insane Clown Posse. You forgot to tell that woman that they hate Santa.
He is a
I
fat
forgot,
bitch.
forgot about that.
Santa Claus is a fat bitch.
Does that mean they?
Yeah, that's.
Does that mean they hate him, or they just call it like they see it?
I don't know.
I thought maybe it was a term of endearment.
Yeah.
Santa is a fat bitch.
That's not really a term of endearment.
I don't know how ICP rolls.
If I called
mean,
you that, would that make you feel endeared?
No, I
Endeared upon?
feel like I was a
But
fat
he's not
bitch,
fat,
I
but-
mean,
But I feel like Lizzo would call herself a fat bitch. She'd be like, "I'm a big, fat, beautiful bitch," and everybody like, "Yeah,
Yeah, but you put
are."
beautiful in there.
Well,
They're
Big
not saying
fat-
Santa Claus
big
is a
fat,
big
handsome
fat,
Santa
bitch.
Claus
beautiful
is a
bitch.
big, fat, beautiful bitch.
big, fat, handsome bitch.
And in response to people asking why so much Rube Star lately, I have no idea.
I think we
He's
could do a
called like
hiatus.
huh?
We could do a Rube Star hiatus. I
Well,
want to hit that.
once in a while he kind of tickles me, but I mean,
Once
I
in
just
a
like
while,
I
but-
just like to have a back and forth. It's when he calls in and we get the verbal bazooka. I can't do anything with that. Give me something to work with, and we'll have some fun. But spiders and millipedes are beneficial bugs in that they eat the non-beneficial bugs. Well, that was
I want them all to be
big.
gone. I want them all to be gone.
My dumb cat does that too. Where like, yeah, they say that spiders eat the bugs, but like just like they said my cat would eat spiders. She goes over and she paws at them.
Plays with
She might
Why
break-
is that a selling point that a cat would eat spiders?
that they're like hunters. So if there's any small rodent problems or bug problems in your house, your cat will kill them.
Yeah, but bugs and rodents are very different things, I would think,
Well,
to
like
a cat.
mice, spiders, any of it. They're predators. They're supposed to be the female cats are supposed to be like hunters.
So
they're
anything
saying-
smaller than them is fair game?
Yes.
Okay.
Squirrels, whatever.
Okay.
But she doesn't. She goes over and she'll like paw at it or like mess with it a little bit or break one of its legs and then watch it suffer and walk away. I'm like, really? That's
It's
what you are?
It's a petty bitch.
She really is.
Sounds like that cat's a real pussy, Mary.
Just wants to go break some of
Bill,
his
you
legs
got it?
and watch it suffer.
Yeah, I did.
We got it.
Sure did.
Oh.
My girlfriend the other day texted me something, and I just replied, yeah. And she goes, I was joking. I'm like, no, I knew.
I say that to Brian all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I got it.
Yeah, it's. I
I
gave you the
know.
exact response it deserved.
Yeah.
I knew what you were
I
getting
heard
at.
you. I get that all the time at home. Oh, yeah. From my 6-year-old, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I go, right? And she'll just look at me and be like, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Oh, damn you. Alan, have you seen the trailer for Violent Night? Yes, I have, and I very much want to see it.
Yeah, it looks
David
fun.
Harbour plays Santa Claus. It's basically like he's the real Santa Claus, and then Die Hard breaks out. It looks awesome.
Did you watch the trailer for Bros, though, is the real question.
No, because I don't care for Billy Eichner. The trailer, it's been out. He's complaining people haven't gone to see it.
I saw the trailer months ago, and it didn't.
No, I was like-
I
I
don't
was
want
like,
to go
this
see
is-
a regular romantic comedy.
Right. I'm like, this is not for me.
I remember I was getting yelled at for calling people breeders, and this dude's like, "Oh, straight people are homophobic. You didn't go see my movie."
Well, that's funny, though. I mean, Breeders is funny, too, but
But he was just like, "Remember when straight people were a thing?" Like he's like bashes straight, like just in that minute and a half trailer, he bashes straight people.
Billy Eichner's a lot to take. I think he's a great writer, but when I see him and stuff, I'm like, click.
I like small increments of Billy on the
A
street.
little goes a long way.
I don't know how he got like a big like budget movie. Apparently, I'm hearing
He's
like
a big deal.
a rank, but not a $40 million budget.
Yeah,
deal.
but they're also losing their ass out. He ain't going to get another big budget movie.
Well, that's what they keep learning because they did a movie with Joe Coy, and that had a big budget and a big release. And it was, Easter Sunday, and they
Yeah.
released it in the middle of August. They're
And-
like, why isn't this doing
Yep,
well?
and didn't promote it very well at
Yeah.
all. I texted him, when that had been out for about a week, and I go, hey, if you want to come on and talk about the movie. But nothing. Because I think I mean, movies now, it's like,
if it doesn't hit in the first week. it
that's
ain't.
right. Everybody who's gonna see it is probably. I still haven't seen Smile. I just haven't gotten to a movie in a while.
I haven't
Everyone
been-
keeps telling me to see that.
I haven't
I
even
haven't
seen.
been to a movie in a while.
I haven't
either.
even seen Nope, and you can
Huh.
rent that now. I'm like,
how long you can rent? Nope. That was.
I mean, you
came
got
out in
you got
July.
$20 on Amazon. You got to
Don't
pay
think-
for it.
I
but-
know people. I know these like. Sorry, I know these like industries want us to get to the theaters, but I think everyone just is so prone to just watch it at home now. Just the streaming is just.
Well,
the way
Nope's
to
a
go.
movie I want to see in the theaters, but I bet it's not even in them anymore because, again, that's a movie where everybody who's going to go see it sees it like within the first week or so. But yeah, Bros cost $22 million.
$22 million.
And it made 9.2.
Hey, that's
That's
better.
not
I heard it was
terrible.
$5 million.
Well, conventional wisdom is if you want to break even on a money,
You
on
gotta
a movie
double
rent,
your budget,
you got to
yeah.
double your budget.
But they had to know that wasn't going to happen. Romantic comedies don't make that much money as it is.
But I
And then-
think they thought that all the gay dudes would come out and see it,
but
and
gay
they
people
didn't
are
because
still-
it still has to be a good movie.
But gay people are still marginalized. Like mainly girls go see romantic comedies. So literally, even if you had every single gay in the country,
That's why he
Go-
made this movie.
go
He's
see
like,
the-
there's all kinds of, I'm sure that's why he made this movie. And the gay men population said, we aren't interested in this movie.
how many gay people are in this country?
I don't know.
I'm gonna
7
Google
or
it.
8, probably.
Isn't it like 9% of the population?
But that would be like 5 million.
You think that 9% isn't just because I suck at math too. What is 9% of 330 million people?
Let's just round it up to 10%. Let's just do that. We'll make it a little
30 million.
easier. There you go.
But that's not. There's no way there's 30 million gays.
You don't think so?
No.
Why not?
There's like 5 million. There's like 5
In the
million
entire
gays
country.
In the entire country.
That's
You
just
know that there are
people who
more.
out, too.
You know that there are more than 5 million gay men in the United States.
5 million gay men in New York.
Provincetown.
That identify.
Yeah, well,
not doing
what are
some
you
gay
gonna do?
stuff.
Well, anyway, Bros did not do well. Now again, that's a movie where they can recoup some of that money in other ways.
It
I
could
don't
do
know.
well on streaming, but
Yeah,
again,
but nobody pays for it there.
But the streamer will, and it can still make money.
Yeah, it would probably like these studios want to get us in like the theaters, but
You know who's in it is Amanda Beers. Remember Amanda Beers? It was a
even know
big
who that
deal when
is.
she came out. She was the wife, the neighbor on Married with Children. She was Marcy on Married with
Oh.
Children. And it was a big deal when she came out. They're like, she can't be gay. She plays a straight woman on television.
Wait a minute. What's her name?
Amanda Beers.
How do you spell that?
Bearse.
Ah.
She's older now, but she was Marcy on Married with Children.
I knew who Marcy was.
And she was in the original Fright Night. I think she was the girlfriend in Fright Night. I've got to take a break. If you want to text for something, 35192 to get me there, AlanCoxShow.com. You want to watch, and you can listen wherever on the iHeartRadio app.
The Alan Cox Show.
On 100.7 WMMS.